to talk about the setting in our book. Yesterday we talked about characters and how they kind of are the people or the objects in our books and stories. But today we're going to talk about setting. Does anyone know what a setting is? Okay, well, a setting can be any of a place or anything descriptive that tells you where you are in the story. In our story, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, there are a couple different settings. The first one that we saw in the book was the setting in the woods with the three bears. Now, when I'm looking at this story, I said, I wonder where they are. And by looking at the trees, the owl, I can see that I think they're outside. So the first setting part, I'm going to say they're outside. And I know this by looking at the pictures. Also, when trying to figure out what the first setting was, sometimes it'll tell you right in the text. Here, it says the three bears lived together in a house in their own in the woods. So there, right here, it tells me that the three bears lived in the woods. The next setting that we can talk about is this setting right here. Here you can see that Goldilocks is eating some porridge. So I might think, where would she be? When I eat, I'm usually in the kitchen. So I'm going to say the next setting could have been the kitchen. And I know this because she's eating porridge out of bowls. And we usually eat in the kitchen, right? Right.
Yeah. So she's inside now.
Yep. Now she's inside the house in the kitchen. Okay, now let's see if you guys can help me with this last one. Can anyone guess what the setting would be for this picture in the book?
I don't see her eating anything.
She's not
She's
eating.
not in the kitchen. But I see a bed, and I sleep in a bed, so maybe she's in her bedroom? In a bedroom?
Great. That is great thinking. By looking at the picture, we can say that, well, there's a bed there, and where do we usually see beds? Well, we see beds a lot of times in our bedroom. So we can think that, yep, Goldilocks is in the bedroom right now. And we know this because we can see a bed, there's pillows and blankets. Now all of these settings are really important because they tell us where the story is going and what's going on in the area. It kind of makes the story more interesting. It'd be pretty boring if you never knew where you were. Now, yesterday we made our two characters, Mr. Chicken and the little boy. And today we're going to give them a setting. I'll quickly get our little chicken back here. Remember, he was a handsome chicken with a bow tie, and he was kind of silly with his boots. Can anyone remember what our second character was?
A little boy.
Good job, Taylor.
Yes, I see.
And our little boy was adventurous with his fishing pole. And he was curious with his binoculars. Now, when I'm looking at this place, where they are. So I'm going to say, where is a place, or how can I describe where they are? I think because they're adventurous and curious, I'm going to put them outside. So in the background, I think I'm going to draw a big tree. Because that'll tell the readers that they are outside. Then I'll give them a nice big field that they can be playing in. I'm going to add a sun because I want the readers to know that it's daytime and they're outside. Yes, Taylor?
Can we add a pond because he has a fish?
We can add a pond. That is a very good addition because how else could he have a fish?
I don't know.
What else could we add to our setting that can help describe where our characters are?
Maybe a bench?
A bench?
I think they would get tired.
Good idea.
And some ice cream because I think they might get a little hungry. Maybe like a concession stand, like maybe they're at like a park.
In a park? We could have the chicken eating some ice cream in the park. We're going to put the concession stand way back here.
I'd like to be in that park.
It does look like a great park.
I'm glad they're just not floating on the board anymore, that we know where they are.
Right? So now you can see that by adding a setting, we can see more description on where our characters are and what they're doing.